So today I start filming my next Stitchy Chronicles video. Today is the 5th. Actually, today the other video is supposed to come out, so it took me kind of a couple of days to do it. I think that video was like 3 days worth of stitching, and this one is going to be, I think, the same. But today is actually Marky's birthday. Today he is 6 months old, and I cannot believe that he is 6 months old. I'm at my mom's house. I came to visit her. Today is Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday I'll be going back home. And that's about it. I've showed you in my last video in the end that I'm going to start a new żar-ptica. That's instead of the kit that I've finished, the Nutcracker. If you don't remember, you can check the other videos, like the video before that, the last one. That's when I showed you. I will be showing you all of them together in a combined video about all my finished processes. But for now, this is a new start for me. This is a Christmassy design. I think I told you about this one in my last video, but let me just repeat it for those of you who haven't seen it. This is a kit from żar-ptica, and this little girl is actually well, you have Santa Claus, and Russians have another version of Santa Claus, I guess. He has a little bit of a different story, like a background story, but he's basically Grandpa Winter, you can call him that. Now, if Santa Claus has a wife, Mrs. Claus, Did Moroz, Grandpa Winter, if you would translate it, he's got a granddaughter, and she is called Snegurочка. Now, she is this little pretty little girl with a long braid. I don't know why exactly she's holding a little squirrel in her hands, but she is so cute. I was supposed to get the Did Moroz as well, or the Santa Claus as well, but I ended up getting only her when I got her, and that was a long time ago. I think if I can remember, she was the only one that was like available online, and I think the Grandpa Winner one was missing from the store at that time. So I just ordered her and some other stuff, but I think that I want to start stitching her. Let's see what's inside this kit. She's small. She's only 8 over 13 centimeters. It's not big at all. This kit contains cotton thread, 18 colors, plastic canvas, chart, beads. There's actually beads in this one. If you look at the preview, you can see beading on her dress and in her hat, in her little crown. So that's something that's going to happen in this one. Finished size 13, high 8, wide, I think. And well, there's the designer name, Daria Slesareva. Yeah, that's her. You have the code for this, for this kit. I forgot how to call this. And basically what we're going to do now is check what's inside this kit. It's about the same as the Nutcracker, which you have seen like 100 times before whenever I showed him. But let's see about this kit. So it opens like this, like a little booklet. It always is. It just holds inside the chart and the threads. And if we open this, you have this chart. I won't be showing that to you, but just a little piece. That's how the chart looks like. It's black and white, so it's kind of, it's not hard to stitch. You can see quite logical color, combinations. You have the key over here, which is only written. You don't have the symbols there, but you have the number of the threads. Like you have blends. We have blends which are ABC. We have 1, 2, 3, two threads cross, 1 thread backstitch, and 2 thread backstitch, and the same thing written in Russian. Also, what else do we have here? Let's just put the chart aside. Oh, there you go. There, by the way, these are the beading. Oh, these are the symbols for the beads. 1, 2, 3. We'll see how that is. Yeah, and we have our key over here on the side. So these kits are really simple. You don't need to worry and work a lot on them. I mean, you do have to work on them, but it's not like a crazy confetti of colors, and it has only one backstitch, you know, so it's not that difficult. Okay, so let's put this aside. Let's see what's inside the kit. So this is instructions about how to cut and how to, you know, put this whole thing together. So if you are trying this kit, you'll definitely have this inside, and you will be able to understand how to stitch them together. I have showed you that before in my video about finishing the nutcracker, and I think that, well, that was the best way for me to do. So yeah, put this aside. Let's see what else we have. Instructions about how to stitch like all together, like how to do half stitch, back stitch, French knot, petites. Well, it's basically like a full coverage of all the, you know, ways to stitch, cross stitch, or whatever. How to do crosses, well, you know, everything that people who already are stitchers know. And if you are new to this, I would recommend these kits to you. If you are new to this and you want to try something new, you should try it. The only thing for you to know is that, again, this is on plastic canvas. It's not fabric or anything else. So this is it. Now, what else do we have here? We have these are, oh, these are beads. So we have blue, beautiful, transparent, sparkly blue. That's going in her hair, in her, you know, crown. We have these, I think these are going, and these are going with the, you know, in her dress. So this is it, number 1 and number 2. Oh, I think that says in here, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So the 3 is probably the blue. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, three little baggies of you know, beading. What else do we have here is, of course, the little canvases. This is plastic canvas. Unlike with the nutcracker, you can see that this is white. So sometimes they put in white canvas, sometimes they put in you know, transparent canvas. I don't think that's really important, though. I think that with white canvas you cannot see the back, you know, everything you are doing in the back, so it's kind of easier to hide if you have a mess in, you know, on the back. Now this is just white canvas, really nice. They're really small, I mean the size of my hand, so she will be tiny. Well, she is tiny, she's petite. Now we have our organizer with the thread. I am not crazy about these organizers, I never was, but for these kinds of designs, I think that it's best. Threads are cut pretty short, they're not a long cut thread, which I don't really like, but that's fine. And we have 18 colors for this one. Be careful if you stitch these kits because it's kind of flimsy and they tend to break and rip, so be careful when you take out a thread or so. or pull on it, because it can rip, like I said, it can rip the whole, this. All right, so this is something that I'm going to be starting today. So she is my new project for the end of this year till the end of this month. Hopefully I'll be able to finish her. If not, at least she'll be ready in the beginning of next year, which is coming. Okay, let's start, and I will be updating you on how she is stitched and the other project that I brought with me. If I'll be able to stitch that one as well, I will definitely update you. Alright, so today is the 6th. It's actually Sunday, and yeah, so this is what I have. I haven't been stitching it for so long, but she's so cute and so easily stitched that I think I've made quite a bit of progress. I've started stitching the back side of her, so it's less, it has less elements for now, because it still has her braid to, I still have to stitch her braid and stuff. But right now I'm stitching her dress, and I think that's quite a bit of a progress with this little girl. She is tiny, she's not big at all. I have small hands, so yeah, she's only 8 centimeters wide and 13 centimeters high, so she is small, but I think she's really, really cute. Next to Grandpa Winder, she will be really sweet. Actually already stitched blends, whites. Stitching white, I don't really enjoy stitching with whites, but blue, I think blue is one of my favorite colors. I love blue and green and gold-ish colors, so she's about my favorite color range little stitch. Anyways, I think I've made a very good progress with her, considering that I've been stitching her for one day, and I think it is definitely possible to finish her really fast if I'll just keep stitching her. But right now it's already 10 o'clock at night, and we need to put Marky to bed in a couple of minutes, so I think that I'm going to put her aside for now. I'm leaving home tomorrow on Monday, on the 7th. I think that will be around like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, because my husband's supposed to come pick me up. And yeah, so I'll have kind of like maybe half a day to do some stitching. I've actually done something really stupid. I took a bag with me and put 2 projects in it. I put in this one, and I've put in the dimensions, and I guess I didn't put in the the stitch itself, the fabric, because when I opened the bag, it had this little kit. It had all the stuff for the other project. I mean, the thread I took with me, the whole cover, the everything that's in the kit I took with me, but it did not bring the hoop with the fabric. So I don't know why exactly did I do that. That's kind of stupid. Guess I need to check in the bag that I brought with me, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure that it's in there. I just think that I was planning to put it in and I didn't, so that's a little upsetting. But I do have the latch hook here at my mom's house, that maybe that's something that I'm going to exchange this little project for, because it's kind of boring stitching the same thing over and over during 3 days. So that's something that I think I will be doing after we put Marky to sleep. And yeah, tomorrow I'll have some more time to stitch, and then I go back home and I have all my projects there. Plus I have one project that I have arrived in the mail. That's really interesting to look at. I'm really cannot wait to pick it up and show you, because that's something that I really want to see myself and show you, and that's something that is in my plans for this week. So you guys, this is the progress for this little winnery little girl. This is Snegurочка. Grandpa Winter's. Why do I keep saying winter? Grandpa Winter. Uh, she is his granddaughter. So yeah, she's really cute. Just to remind you, that's how she looks like. I'm stitching currently this part, like her dress, and soon I will be stitching her braid, which are also my favorite colors. And then we'll go to her front side, and there she is holding a little squirrel and her blue eyes. She's really cute. Okay, and I think these parts are the beads. I think with the beads she'll be really beautiful. I mean, you cannot tell it by the preview, because the previews they give you on these kits, they do not show the beauty of the final result. I could definitely tell it from the Nutcracker, which was really beautiful and bright, and you know, the preview on the kit is definitely different. So yeah, so I think this one is going for a rest for a couple of hours at least. Maybe I'll keep stitching on tomorrow, but today that's about it. That's all I have. And yeah, let's keep practicing our crafts. Hey guys, so today I wasn't stitching that much today, but I've done some of this. I finished 2 squares, 10 by 10, so that's all that I've done from this one today. And I've started stitching the little girl again, the Snegurочка kit, the plastic canvas, but just a couple of crosses I have done, and then my husband actually called that he is coming. He's supposed to come and pick me up. So yeah, so not a lot of stitching is done today. Maybe tonight when I'll be home, we'll see what's the condition of my house without me, because these days, as you might have already heard from me, we're not the only ones living there. My father-in-law lives with us now, so I wonder what's the condition of my kitchen today. But we'll see that when I come back home. Basically tonight maybe I'll be stitching a little more. We'll see how Marky is doing, because he fell asleep in the afternoon. He slept almost 2.5 hours. So he won't be that tired. But when my husband comes picks me up, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a little trip, like go for a ride, see if we can do something together before we go back home. To be honest, I don't really want to go there. I have nothing against my father-in-law. He's a good man and everything, but I was so happy when we finally got to live alone again. Like, we lived at my mom's house for a while, then we moved out, hoping that we will be living in that house together, even though the apartment is not that new, but still it has potential. So we are getting it together, like step by step, but still living alone together with my husband and my baby boy and our cat is great. But now that his father came back into the picture, it's a little annoying to me. Again, I don't have anything against that man. He's a good person, but for me it's a problem having another man in the house, especially we are not that close, and they grew up in a whole different environment. My husband comes from a totally different family. He had to get used to my way of living, and there's a lot of things that I don't get from how they were living. Maybe once I'll make a video about that, like a little bit of venting video. I guess that will end up being a venting video. But basically, some of the things that he brought with him and some of the ways that they were living with his wife, I don't accept and I do not understand. So I'm having a little bit of an issue going back home right now, because living at my mom's house is great. I mean, I grew up here, I know everything, I feel free, and that basically was the point, living at my, at the house where I live right now, being there along with my husband. I was the boss of the house, let's just call it that. But now that his father came back, it's basically his apartment, so they are trying to make it so as if I am the boss there. I'm the lady of the house. I decide what and where goes everything. But still, I feel uncomfortable for now. Maybe that will pass with time and I'll get used to it. But really, I would prefer living alone. I understand that that man really needed to go back and get back into a family because he was living there alone. But you know what? Accepting a 70 years old person, a man, into my family is kind of, an issue for me. Anyways, we'll see about that, what's going to happen. But for now, I have to go home to my husband. So, anyways, this is what I have when it comes to my latch hook. I am so enjoying this project. I keep going back and forth with the whole idea of maybe ordering one for myself as well for the future, but we'll see about that. I'm not really sure about that because I am more of a cross stitch type of girl, so I get much more excited with cross stitch than other types of crafts. I do love diamond painting and I do love beading, but that cross stitch is always been and always will be my first place, so that's something that's pretty important to me, and I'm more excited about that. So I don't know if I will, but I'm thinking about ordering a kit for myself. So that's something that I want to do maybe in the future. Maybe after I finish this one, we'll see how it will come out. I think that you can already see the design. You can already see the flower and the leaves, and altogether it's pretty cute kit. Especially the feeling of it. It feels so nice and soft. So I'm thinking that maybe it is a cute design, because when you just start doing this, you do not understand what you're doing because it's so kind of messy, the whole design. But when you keep doing it and it comes together into this whole beautiful, colorful and soft picture, so I think I like it. Anyways, yeah, I cannot wait to go back to my projects. I have a new kit that I am going to review for you in my next video, hopefully, maybe the one after that. But there is something that I do want to show you. Hopefully it will be just like I expected it to be. And yeah, so that's something interesting. I need to pick up a package that came for me in the mail tonight. Cannot wait for that. And I have a couple of packages coming for me, but still not here. Again, everything is kind of on hold with post office, and hopefully it will get to me before they close everything up again, because I have the feeling that it will happen really soon and I will be not getting my packages. So yeah, now let's go back home and get to my beloved cross stitch kits. Hi everybody, good morning. Today is the 8th and it's 9:20 in the morning. So I am going to start my stitchy day today with this. Everybody is asleep. I've put some lunch to make some lunch, so I'm cooking some meat before I make it. And yeah, I've decided to go back to my ahead, which is something that I was so anticipating, because as you can see, I have moved to the next square. By the way, I'm trying to talk quieter because everybody's still asleep. So Marky is going to wake up soon, I'm sure. It's about his time. My husband is asleep, and our grandfather went out for his errands, I guess. So we are here alone. I am here alone. And yeah, I want to stitch a little bit of this today. I hope that I will be able to, progress with it a little. I have no plans for stitching anything else because I really waited on this project for the entire weekend. So that's something that I'm going to do. Not the weekend, the days that I was at my mom's house. I wished I would take that with me. Anyways, I have moved my hoop like one step ahead to the right, and let's start stitching the next level. So this is what we have stitched before. The fabric is crazy big. As you can see, I haven't found a solution for it yet. Do you have a solution for huge fabrics if you are stitching on a smaller frame or a hoop? Because for now, I just have it folded like this, and I can work with it, but it's not that comfortable because it's a large piece of fabric. So yeah, if you have an idea of how to fold it right or how to keep it safe, please tell me, because I right now have no idea. I usually have a smaller piece, and I usually use a frame for these types of large projects, but this one is not on a frame. Plus it's so big, I haven't even thought that this heaven and earth will be so large. I mean, it's larger than usually it is, and it's not even a max. So that's what we have for now. Anyways, let's start stitching before somebody wakes up, somebody being my baby, and we'll see how much we can stitch today. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock at night now, and I have just finished stitching. I'm actually I didn't have a really good day, stitchy day today, because we took Marky to the doctor's today, and we ended up having to do his shots, his 6 month shots, and I totally forgot about that. So he basically he takes it pretty well, but I don't know, I think he was feeling kind of off, so he was a little fussy, and we kept kind of going back and forth with him, with my husband. But he fell asleep at around 9 o'clock, so I got some time to stitch though. I have been stitching today. I've stitched 583, if I'm not mistaken, half crosses. So this project is pretty well stitched today. I don't know if it's possible to see. I do have this arrangement for, right now, just because I'm about to film something really interesting. So wait up for the next video. I think that will interest you. Hopefully, I hope so. I have something really nice to show you that really surprised me. My cat is trying to get out of the room. Basically, about this video, I think that will be it, because I think that's long enough. I'm going to start stitching again tomorrow. Hopefully Marky is going to feel much better, so we'll see about that. But tonight, my husband just went out running, so I got some time to film before he comes back. Maybe I'll do some diamond painting. That's something that I really want to do. I kind of miss it. So we'll see. Right now, what I'm going to do is, like I said, film another video and check out the next one. I think maybe it will be interesting for you. My cat is trying to get on a shelf, and he just did, and hopefully he will not drop it. So okay, thank you for watching, guys. I love you all. Subscribe, give me thumbs up, and press the bell below to be notified when my videos come out. and I will see you in my next video. So I'll see you soon.